All right, so let's talk for just a minute about housing and how it will be impacted by a coming recession. I'm going to use a couple of facts, a couple of headlines, and things to show you how to communicate this to your clients. So let's start here with Fortune Magazine. Over the past 5 recessions, mortgage rates have fallen an average of 1.8 percentage points from the peak seen during the recession to the trough. And in many cases, they continue to fall after the fact as it takes some time to turn things around, even when the recession is technically over. Here's my first point. We shouldn't fear a coming recession in housing because oftentimes the impact means lower rates. And I'm going to show that to you going all the way back to the 80s here in just a minute. But back in 2008, what everybody remembers, the recession didn't affect housing. Housing affected the recession. That's the bottom line, and we have to get that word out. But this quote from Fortune Magazine shows us what the impact has been on interest rates during a recession. So, second point here, if we go back to the early 80s and we look and we validate that, we see every recession, you can see it right here, where the starting interest rate was and where it ended up and what they all have in common. Interest rates fell during a recession. What are we seeing right now in the world? I pulled a few headlines here recently to sort of underscore this point, and they go like this. CNN, mortgage rates dropped last week as fears grow that the U.S. economy is entering a recession. CNBC, the drop in Thursday also came on the heels of the Bureau of Economic Analysis gross domestic product report, which showed the U.S. economy contracted for the second straight quarter. This is a widely accepted signal of a recession. Third, the Washington Post, mortgage rates are brought down by recession fears, and we're seeing that happen right now. So Fed comes out, raises the Fed funds rate, but we see lower mortgage rates. That's all about the fears of a coming recession. The bottom line here, and we've used this graphic at KCM, you need to get it out, we need to get loud about this, is that a recession does not equal a housing crisis. We went back and did a study going all the way back to the 80s. 4 out of the last 6 recessions, home prices actually grew 2 times they decreased. But what everybody remembers is the 2008 crash, that housing was at the epicenter of that recession. So as we look at a coming recession in this country, we shouldn't fear it in housing. We should be educated. We should educate our clients about the realities of what's happened in past recessions.